What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for what is this? Married to Medicine, Season 9, Episode 8. The episode is titled VO Shot, you guys. So, before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on my channel, and you guys aren't subscribed, I need you guys to do me a solid favor. And please, you guys, stop taking me on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. Do me a favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss Married to Medicine, shall we? All right, you guys, so this episode, it opens up and the ladies, they are all back from Vegas. So we see them all in their regular day-to-day lives. So then we see Anila. So Anila is talking to Karen. She's giving Karen the rundown of what happened out there in Vegas. She's telling Karen how she was drunk the whole time she was there. The State Fair of Texas is getting ready to come. Yay! I love the fair. She's telling Karen about, the games that they played, how Toya was talking about, Eugene's penis size, how if they could swap husbands, she would switch with Karen because she thinks Karen is, long and whatnot. And he was a good sport about it, right? So then, remember before she went to Vegas, that they were talking about her mom and her dad coming to stay with them temporarily since they lost Miss Gomez, right? So Karen's like, okay, if they're gonna come stay with us, we gotta make some rules about what they can and cannot, what they need to do here. So when your parents are here, they gotta wash their hands before they cook. I was like, isn't that a number one thing that you always want to do is wash your hands before you cook? I thought that was something that we all did. This is why I don't do potluck dinners. I don't do potlucks for this particular reason, because you just don't know what people do inside of their own homes. Just saying. So then we move over to Toya, right? So we see Toya, she's cooking dinner, and we see her sons Avery and I believe Ashton. Could be wrong. So she's talking to one of them. So I guess while she was in Vegas, one of them stayed over at a friend's house and something happened. So she's like, go get your dad. So the little boy goes and gets Eugene, right? And when he went to get Eugene was like, damn, the game is on and we're winning. So he goes in there and Toya them talks to the boy, right? So it sounds like, and looking at her son, he actually reminds me so much. He looks just a little bit like my little cousin. He looks like he looks like my stink. Like he literally looks like him, and I believe that him and my stink are around the same age. But yeah, so and he talks just like him too, because that's how he would say something to me, especially if he's talking to me. So the thing is, it's so interesting with these kids, because you look at with the games that the kids play today, like Roblox and all that kind of stuff. Like my little cousin, he be trying to tell me so much stuff about Roblox, and I'm like, stink, I don't know nothing about that. I'm like, Roblox wasn't a thing when I was growing up. But he does know some of the games that I played growing up as a kid. Like he loves Sonic. He likes he likes, Call of Duty and stuff like that. So he knows some of the games that his big cousin played and plays. But these games that these kids play today, I don't know a lick of shit about them games, right? So I guess what happened is one of the little boys accused him of stealing something, and the mom texts Toya, right? And I mean, that's something that happens with kids. So, babe, I'm not ready for kids, because the minute somebody accuses my child of stealing something, I'm like, you know what? Get your shit and let's go, because get your stuff. Let's go home now, because I'm gonna be ready to whoop your ass in about 5 seconds if you accuse my child of stealing something. First of all, I'm gonna go in there and be like, you know what, stink? Take everything out your pockets. Take everything out your pockets so daddy can see what you got. You don't have it, okay? Let me see your bag, stink. Empty your bag. You don't have it? Don't accuse my son or my daughter of stealing nothing from your child. My child ain't got to steal from you, because if my child wants something, I'm gonna get it for my child. So don't you accuse my child of stealing a damn thing. Now, Toya, when you were talking to Eugene, girl, talking about the way she was talking, you kind of making it seem like he's not always present. Girl, the man works how many hours a day in the week? Toya, you know what? Sometimes you just got to put the up to the shut. That's all I got to say about Toya. Put the up to the shut. But let's pause here, you guys, and let's move forward. All right, you guys. So we see Dr. Jackie. So she has a patient by the name of Dr. Heavenly in her office. So she's letting Dr. Heavenly know that she is going through menopause, right? So then Dr. Jackie tells Dr. Heavenly that she would like to invite some of the ladies actually all the ladies to the office, right? So that way they can all get the O shot, right? Now you guys know Dr. Jackie has explained to us what the O shot is plenty of times in the past. The O shot is a shot that you get. They draw your blood, they spin it around, they take the platelets, and they inject it into the vagina, into your your clitoris and the vagina. Ugh. Like I be thinking when I'm not a needle person, right? I'm not a needle person, but I do know that I would never want, like if I was a woman, I don't know if I would want another. I don't know if I would want y'all to put a needle in my clitoris. I don't know if I was a woman if I would want that, because in the clitoris a little bit. Can it be sensitive? Okay, I don't know if I would want that. Like I know I wouldn't want nobody to say, oh, we can take something and put it in your and stick a needle up your testicles, in your anywhere in your penis. I'd be like, absolutely not. I don't want that. That doesn't sound fun. I don't care what kind of stimulation it can give me. I don't want that stimulation because I don't want a needle poking me anywhere. I barely like shots. I damn sure don't like getting my blood drawn. No, thank you. And I damn certain don't like an IV. Oh God, the time that woman had to put that IV in me, I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry so badly. When she's like, I'm gonna have to give you an IV because you're dehydrated. I'm like, please don't. She's like, she's like, are you afraid of me? I'm like, mm-hmm. She's like, okay, I'm gonna be easy. She's like, I'm gonna tell you when she's like, you can turn your head and I'm gonna count to 3. And by the time I count to 3, it'll be in there. And I was like, okay. And she said, 1. I'm over here like 2, 3, and she stuck it. I was like, oh. She said, and when that bad was it? I said, I guess not. I'm a huge baby when it comes to needles. All right, you guys. So, Anila, we see her parents and they've shown up, right? And Dr. Kieran had them rules framed, and Anila's parents was like, absolutely not. I was like, huh? Especially about the ones where they said, washing your hands with the food. Remind me not to eat after you. Remind me not to eat your cooking. I know it is traditional for Indian families to eat with their hands. I know that. I'm not knocking their traditions, right? I don't have an issue with that, but I'm somebody that wants a knife and a fork. Give me a knife, give me a fork, and let me cut into my food. No, thank you. No, thank you. All right, you guys. So let's pause here and let's go ahead and wrap up the episode, shall we? All right, you guys. So you guys know that Cecil and Simone, they are doing the book, right? And we see them as they're having a dinner. So the dinner is consisting of Cecil and Simone, Heavenly and Damon, and Contessa and Scott. Now, after Vegas, you would think that Contessa and Heavenly would be good and on good terms with each other, right? So they show up and they have the dinner. That dinner went left rather quickly, right? And I will say at one point, I really do believe Dr. Damon was talking to Heavenly, but I don't know what happened with Contessa because she got in her feelings, right? Because he was talking about how women, when they talk to each other, their words hurt. They say words that hurt each other, right? And I can agree to that. But men do that. But let's not act like men don't do the same thing too. Because men get into fights with each other because of words and disagreements, right? I mean, there's a case here in Dallas where it was a football game that happened last week or the week before where the men got into an argument with each other and one of them pulled out a gun and, unlived the other person, right? Unfortunately. So I ain't gonna say that women, I ain't gonna sit here and just be like, oh, women are the only ones. Nah, we as men can be quite sensitive as well. So I'm not gonna say that it's all women. It's men and it's women, right? But I feel like women. I feel like sometimes women they can take low blows, like they know how to hit it, they know how to gut punch you, and they'll go for it. But like I said, men can do it as well. So we're not gonna just say it's all women. It's just women. It's just women. So Contessa felt the way about that. She was like, no, I'm like a man. I'm like, oh girl, please stop saying that. Don't say that you like a man. That's gonna add to what people already say about you. People think that you might, dip your foot in the pond. Just saying. So, but like I said, I feel like Dr. Damon was really trying to address Heavenly, and at one point he kept telling Heavenly, "Be quiet, buddy, be quiet, be quiet. I don't like getting mad, because sometimes when you get mad, you stay mad for a few days." So when Damon was trying to talk, Contessa was like, "You're not gonna talk to me?" Like, no. And Heaven was like, "Shut the fuck up, Contessa. No, you shut the fuck up, Heavenly." I was like, all of this behind what? It really wasn't that deep. So eventually Heavenly and Damon left, right? Damon was mad. Like, I've never really saw Dr. Damon like that, but Damon was mad. "Baby, Heavenly, you always talking about you get your way by putting it in your mouth. That night, I hope you put it in your mouth, because your man was pissed." And I understood why he was pissed, because he was trying to diffuse the situation and you kept going with Contessa. I also forgot to mention that when Dr. Heavenly, when she was with Dr. Jackie, she told Dr. Jackie that hospice had reached, her mom is getting sick and she's not getting any better. So it looks like her mom is on her final days, right? So she got the brochure from hospice, right? Whew. This episode, you guys, seeing that with Dr. Heavenly, it was just so triggering, because it reminded me of when my family and I had to put my grandmother on hospice when she had cancer. The doctor told us when we went to her last visit, he told us it might be time, just to reach out to hospice. And he wasn't saying to reach out to him because she was just that bad. He was saying reach out to hospice, so that way we could accommodate her, right? So that way we could accommodate her with her needs, because she was wanting to go through. She had the option of, having surgery, but she had to lose a little bit of weight before she could have the surgery that he wanted to, get the cancer. But my grandmother didn't lose the weight, because and she did lose the weight, because she then at a certain point in time she stopped eating. And the reason why she stopped eating was because one of my twin uncles passed away. He passed away unexpectedly. So after my uncle passed away, that's when her health started to really decline. We noticed a change in her after my uncle died. We tried to keep it away from her for just a little, because we wanted to get her to her appointment date where she could get the surgery, right? So we wanted to keep that from her just for a little bit, so that way she could, but somebody in my family told her. Knowing nope, it wasn't somebody in my family. It wasn't nobody in the family. It was one of her friends. Somebody called the house and she answered the phone, and they asked her about my uncle, and we had not told her. So we were pissed at this person who called. Like, why would you I get that you didn't know, but you asked her, like, if we answered the phone. And when we, like, I still get pissed off about that. But so yeah, I know what it feels like to have to put somebody under hospice and to sign a DNR and all that kind of stuff. We've experienced it, so my heart definitely goes out to Dr. Heavenly for that. And then after that scene, we got the scene with everyone getting the O shot, you guys. So Dr. Heavenly, unfortunately, she didn't show up because she had to sign that DNR. So we see all the ladies as they're getting their DNR, not DNR. They're getting their the O shot, right? The only person that didn't do it was Anila, because she brought her mom, and her mom was like, "Girl, you ain't finna do that and drive me home." So Toya wants to talk. Toya's talking to Anila about what happened, what she heard happened between Contessa and with Heavenly, right? So Contessa comes in and she tells them what happened, but then Quad chimes in and says, her mother. Y'all know how Quad is when she talks. She's so theatrical. Her mother is dying. But I get it. She didn't have to be so theatrical, but she told them her mom is dying. So Contessa prayed for her mom. And we see all the ladies getting the shot. Baby Simone. That laugh. Baby Simone got the loudest laugh I've ever heard in my life. But that's really the episode, you guys. It wasn't a lot that happened in the episode, but that's the review. I want you guys to let me know what you guys thought about it. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, you guys. Turn on your post notifications, you guys. Share the video. And until the next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Socially distance. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one.